Hello everyone, it's me Jenny and it's going to be a super quickie review today because I've got to run. So today's movie that I have watched is Pirates Adventures with Scientists, also known as Pirates: A Band of Misfits, depending on which country you're in and what device/DVD you're watching it on. I have watched this film 3 times and I still love it. It's very, very English. It's full of so much British humour, it's delightful. Everything from jokes about girl guides and Blue Peter and custard creams, and it's just a really fun all-time film. One of the things I love about this film, in the same way as Corpse Bride and Paranorman, which it's the same visual aesthetic as Wallace and Gromit. It is a stop-motion movie, and because of that, the visual aesthetic of this film is phenomenal. The details that they put into the set and to the costumes and to the movement and to the characters, it's so detailed and it's so specific and it blows my brain every time I see this level of detail in this type of animation, because everything has got to be handcrafted, everything has got to be 3D and in a real space and actually built for purpose, and then every single little detail of movement is handcrafted, specifically played, so that when you have a multi-layered shot and you've got people moving in different parts of the frame, each part of that movement has got to be planned to such an incredible specific detail. Things like the monkey head being thrown into the picture of Queen Victoria, which will only make any sense if you ever see it. The fact that the ears just slightly flap just as it's hitting the frame. Little things like that. It's amazing. This is a very tight, streamlined film. It's very dry, very witty. And because of the amount of effort that's put into every single frame of every single shot, which has to be uncompromisingly perfectly done, the script is very tight. It's a very simple story, but it's very well structured in that it's, you know, it's a story about, you know, goals versus family and you know, trying to be yourself when you don't necessarily fit to the archetype that you should be aiming to, being true to yourself, being true to your friends, being true to your family, with a lot of dry kind of dark wit thrown into it when you actually have pirates who's like, you know, I've done some questionable things in my life, you know, using babies as squid bait, probably high on the list, and it's just that level of like cynical kind of fun, dry humour. Anyone who's a fan of history will detest this film in many ways. It took me out of it once or twice because, you know, fluffy, long-haired, big hat-wielding pirates weren't really a thing when Victoria was a thing, Queen Victoria. Same with Darwin and Austen. If you try and line up the timelines, it's not a good thing. But that's not to say it was not a really great film. Really very enjoyable. You have to definitely kind of extend your logic for some of the parts of it, but the rest of it is so well done. The music is really well done. The visual humour in this, like, just, it's worth staying to watch the credits because they put all of the little visual things that they put in the background over the credits so you can actually read the backgrounds. There's so much rewatch value for this film because there's so much going on in the set. There's so many little in-jokes, there's, you know, little handwritten things. The visual humour in this is out of this world brilliant. Right down to the monkey, who is just fantastic. It's so multi-layered in terms of visual aesthetic, and it's worth watching for the visuals alone. But the voice acting is great. A lot of British actors in this. David Tennant plays Charles Darwin, which is brilliant. A lot of very under the current innuendo, which is perfectly themed on the whole humour of this, which is, you know, enjoyable for children but equally as enjoyable for adults. The action sequences, when you think about the details that they've had to put in to make this film, are just phenomenal. I really like this film. I've watched it 3 times. I will probably watch it again. I watched it in the cinema. I really, really enjoyed this film and would recommend it 100% if you're at all interested in stop motion cartoons. Something fun, something very English, something very witty. Can't recommend it enough. Please do watch it. If you've seen this film, please do comment. It's my first time I've ever noticed that there's a different subtitle depending on the region. In England it was known as Pirates Adventures with Scientists. In America it was known as Pirates: A Band of Misfits. But either way, it's a dang good film and both titles are very appropriate. Thank you for watching. Feel free to comment and I'll see you guys all very soon. Bye guys.